On today's video, I'm going to be revealing a POV sales call that I actually conducted and enrolled a high ticket client. This is something I've never revealed to the public. I only revealed this to the people that were in my inner circle when I was teaching them how to do high ticket sales. How I went from 0 to 100K a month onto a 7-figure high ticket coaching business. I believe it was about 7 to 10 grand that I enrolled this person into this program. You're going to see the questions that I asked, the objections that I overcame, and you're going to see exactly what I did and how you can replicate the same so that you can improve your high ticket sales for your own coaching program. So without further ado, let's hop straight into my laptop and let's break it down. Alrighty, so now we are inside of my computer. We're going to break down this POV. I got my handy dandy kombucha right here, making sure we're feeling good, staying healthy. All right, so let's go ahead and let's break down this call. This was a client. I believe it was a paid in full client. So we're going to be breaking down step by step. You guys can see the kind of questions on the objections I overcome, kind of see the flow of a sales call. And I would do about 5 to 6 of these a day. You know, I believe this month I did about 200K in revenue, about 157K in cash collected. So let's go ahead and let's break this call down.
It's actually one of the questions I had.
Got it. So yeah, I'm not in IM, by the way. I'm just a customer. I'm a Bob Proctor consultant. Just to be clear on that, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's hop into it. So I'm gonna start off by asking you some questions, kind of see what's in your mind right now, what's in your mindset, what's in your paradigm. What are you looking to change? And then we're gonna build a game plan for you. As you know, I work with Bob Proctor. So at the end of this call, I'll tell you more about what I do and what I have to offer to help you grow your IM business. And so you have a choice at the end of this call if you would like to work with us to grow that business. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome, man. So what was your motivation of today's call?
I just wanted to kind of speak with someone who sees like a lot of success when I hop on.
So you guys notice this. If you guys haven't watched my other video where I talk about the 12 steps to a high ticket sales call, make sure you check out the link in right here. So the first thing I do whenever I get on a sales call, the most important is setting the frame. I always state this is how the call is going to go. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to get a better understanding of where you're at and where you're trying to go. Then I'm going to tell you more about my offer, what I have for you. And then at the end of that, you can make a decision if you want to get started in our coaching program, right? And then I have to lead the frame. If they say anything other than no, or they start asking me questions and going all over the place, I have to take the alpha position. So whenever you're doing a high ticket sales call, you always lead the frame. This client, as you saw, already had a reputation built with them. By the way, I've never seen this guy ever before prior to this call. He came from my ecosystem, maybe a YouTube channel, a webinar I had done. But you can see that the flow is a lot easier, right? He agreed to it. Now we're hopping straight into the call.
On the calls with you, I noticed that I kind of gravitate to what you say more than like I hopped on another call where they were kind of going through PowerPoint slides and everything like that. And it wasn't very like motivating. But then whenever you hop on, you know, you are mentored by Bob Proctor yourself. So like I kind of connect with what you say. So I just kind of wanted to find a way. I'm not very, I guess, confident in my approach because my upline, he's seeing a lot of success now, but he's sort of newer to the business as well. And I kind of just wanted to see some advice that maybe you had, or maybe some constructive criticism, things like that.
Got it. Okay. So what's your goal right now? So you notice the first thing when I asked him what's his motivation for getting on the call, he's not really on the call to buy an offer. He basically said, I want to get on this call with you and ask you a series of questions so I can feel confident to grow my network marketing business, right? But notice how immediately I'm going to hop right into my script and start understanding his current situation. Never get flustered. That first question, what's the biggest motivation? It's just there so you can understand where to take this conversation. So obviously he's new in network marketing. He's not that confident and he's looking to up level. So hopefully you took that into account. Let's go and let's break down his current situation.
So right now, I just want to kind of get my 3 people in the business, and that's like the small goal, and then get the ball rolling from there and get up to the chairman level. But I'm not thinking like big right now. I'm just thinking like kind of on a smaller level. And I hear my upline talking about like, you know, I want chairman 10 by December and everything like that. And I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking like on a realistic level and everything. And I don't think I have the right like thinking right now.
On your application, you said that you earn 40 to 50,000 a month. What do you do?
Oh, so right now, currently, the reason why I said 40 to 50 is because I just got a job as a controller for title insurance company. So, but right now, like my current job is a teller at a bank. So, like within 2 weeks, I'll be earning the 50. I'll be earning like 58,000. But right now, I earn like 35,000.
A month?
No, 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 no. A year
You put
annual. That says per month.
Yeah, you put. Okay, so that was one of the first things. So you can see that this prospect didn't fill out the application correctly. So that's okay, and that's totally normal. I'm getting on this call thinking this guy's earning 40K a month, and I immediately had to pivot to understand that it's actually 40 grand per year, right? But I'm still gonna flow with the call. I'm still gonna stay on point. Yeah. Put 50,000 per month.
I apologize. I didn't mean to like I wasn't trying to like lie or anything like that. I thought it was annually.
Per month. Yeah, because
Per
yeah.
month.
Yeah.
All right, so per month, it'll be like 2,400.
Okay, so so for most people right now, especially in the high ticket space, you're probably thinking, how's this guy going to pay me $10,000 for my coaching program? Don't be flustered, because a lot of times, a lot of people have savings, especially if your offer is really dialed in. They will use their credit cards, they will use their savings. So just when somebody says they don't have they have a low income, don't let that deter you away from them, because they do have some money somewhere laying around if the offer is good enough. What exactly are you looking to change in your life right now?
I don't know, like I can get motivated and everything, kind of. I just want to stay motivated. Just think bigger. I don't know. I get the ball rolling, and then all of a sudden, like I just kind of like stop some days, and like I don't feel as motivated. I know that there was a girl on your call the other day who asked the question, and she was kind of saying like that she had a similar type of question to me. She was like, "How do I keep it going?" Or like some days she feels like she goes back to her old self. Like that's kind of the same thing that I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Do you know what a paradigm is? That's what your problem is. Do you know what a paradigm is?
Yeah, I hear you guys talk about it a lot, but I don't fully understand the paradigm because you talk about like shifting the paradigm. Um, but I'm not exactly sure the exact definition of the paradigm.
A paradigm is a multitude of habits. Think of it as your conditioning, your programming in your mind. You can't outperform what you're programmed to do. So no matter how hard or how motivated you are, you can't outperform your programming, your paradigm. Okay. So if you keep
Okay.
going in the direction you're going now, where do you see yourself 1 year from now?
I mean, 1 year from now, definitely seeing more success. But if I'm going the exact way that I'm like at this moment, I'll probably underperform. Like I won't reach those bigger goals just because I'm stuck. Maybe, I'll hop on the calls. I'll do my due diligence and research, and then I also want to, hang out or, play a video game or something like that. So I find myself, focusing on one thing, but then going back to, just the place that isn't like helping me out really. It's kind of leisure type of activities.
Got it. Do you feel comfortable the way you've been approaching your business? So I did this little tactic. It's not even a tactic. I don't want to say that, but I have this script memorized, but I'm actually connecting to the customer, letting them know that I hear them. But I have this script memorized. I'm flowing with it, and hopefully you keep picking up a couple of keys here of what his issues are. Obviously, my script was tailored to mindset, but he's having issues of confidence. He's having issues of consistency. He's having issues of thinking at the next level so that he could quit his job and go full time. Hopefully, you've picked this up already so far.
Right now, nah, I don't feel comfortable because I don't. In my head, I want to see, like, I want to get a prospect. I want like to see results before like I feel like, oh, I'm doing great or whatever. Like getting on calls and everything. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and I kind of wanted to find a better approach, because I know that I don't see the success in the business yet. So when I try and talk to someone like, hey, I'm doing this and this and that, and they don't see any success, I feel like that kind of turns them away. And I know that I can edify the upline and everything. But I feel like if I had some of that success myself, they would be more willing to join as a customer or want to be an IBO themselves.
Got it. How much you earning per month right now on average?
Earning
Mm-hmm.
2,400.
Okay. What bank you at?
So right now I'm at it's a credit union, Bethpage. But the company that I'm going to be working for is title insurance company. It's over in Melville. So there I'll be earning like more money. I'm sorry about the phone for some reason. Okay.
How much you want to be earning per month 1 year from now?
Yo, he just chucked the phone. I don't even remember seeing that. Like my head was down. I didn't even see him chuck the phone when I took this call. Isn't that funny?
1 year from now, I'd like to be earning at least like 10,000 more.
So 15K a month?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your motivation to get to 15K a month?
I want to, like right now.
So what I've done so far at this point was I'm getting a better understanding of where he's at. Now, for some of you that are beginning, you're kind of going with the flow, saying I'm not asking a lot of questions. But at this point, I was doing so many calls. I already understood what his problem was that I started flowing over to the next part already. But you notice how I'm already starting to shift into the part of where his future is. What's your dream income? What does that look like? So the next part we're going to do is we're going to have to start to build up that future life for him.
25. I've always felt like I was a little behind. Like I just graduated college in 2019, but I felt like I should have graduated sooner. My motivation really is like I want to be wealthy. Like I don't want to just be rich where, I go to the bank and pay my BMW loan every month. Like I want to kind of be able to be free, financially free, do what I want. I have a godfather who's successful in another network marketing business. And like kind of look up to him where he could, he doesn't have to talk to people. He doesn't have to try and build his business anymore. But he does, but he can go wherever he wants, drive whatever car he wants, kind of that type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I want to be. I don't know if that's in a year, but I eventually want to get to that level.
Okay. What would your life look like at 15,000 per month?
House, respectable car, higher end, more options to invest. Like I do want to get into real estate, but I need more capital. Just investments, and then also kind of more time to do what I want. I think 15K a month, I'd still hold my job for some time until I get more income, but just like the luxuries kind of thing.
Why not just stay where you're at in your current situation, earning, when you're about to start your new job? Why not just stay where you're at?
When I got the call back that I got the position, I was kind of content and I felt good, but it's just not exactly, I know, through self-education, through, just reading and everything like that, like I'm just going to be stuck for the rest of my life. Like it doesn't matter if I start earning 100,000 a year, like I'm still going to owe money to the bank on a house. I'm still going to be paying off a car, and then you have a kid, and it's just like, no matter how much you earn in that like 9 to 5, it's not going to be enough. So that's something that kind of propels me. I know that I should find a better like why, but my why now is just to like kind of get out of that rat race. That's why I want to keep this going type of thing.
Okay, so 2 things that I've already noticed from this prospect. One thing is he's very security conscious, right? He's a technical person that values security, and he rather cling more to security than to freedom in the unknown. So whenever I'm tailoring an offer and going into, whenever I'm going to present my offer, I'm going to present my offer in a way that is provide security for him both now and into the future, and take away a lot of those unknowns for him. Second thing that I'm seeing here, you notice I asked that question, why don't you stay where you're at? See, what he basically told me in that situation is that all the negative things is if he doesn't take action moving into the future. Really good question.
Got it. When do you want to make this change? When do you want to blow past 15,000 and just get to that wealth you always wanted and build your confidence, change your habits?
Um, I mean, after that year, if I'm making the 15,000, I just feel like I'll feel all the more like that I can push past that. If I just feel like once the ball starts getting rolling, you got teams, you're seeing success. You know now how to replicate that success. I just feel like that's really when I'll really kind of be like, okay, now let's take it to the next level.
When do you want to make that change initially to make it happen?
I want to do it like right now. It's just like some days I just don't see, like some days I'm just not there. And then today I woke up early, got on a Manny call. Like I've just been trying to figure it all out so that I can have like some prospects that I want to call later to try and get them in. So I've just been like kind of hammering the education to.
So you see how I asked that question right there? How soon are you looking to take actions to make change? And he told me right now. So these are buying questions, right? Buying questions so that when we present an offer, I know for a fact he needs to take action now. He told me verbally he needs to take action now. And so my goal is to help guide him. Hopefully you're feeling this energy right here, that he's looking for some guidance and that he's looking for somebody that he can trust and an offer that he can trust and that he feels security in so that he can change his life. Hopefully you guys are feeling this. If you're a beginner, you know what's going on. If you're still intermediate, hopefully you're taking up some skills right here.
Try and move to that next level. But I don't know. I just want to do it now, but I'm having a little trouble.
Got it. Yeah. So based on what I'm hearing here, we can definitely help you out. You're not having problems with the business. You're having problems with yourself. People don't have business problems. They have personal problems that reflect in their business. You fix your personal self, your business will come together. So if you like, I can tell you more about what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are into the call. We're about halfway through, and I asked questions the entire time. You saw how I was leading the way. I was the alpha in this position, and alpha just basically means leading the way. So I was asking questions, getting a better understanding. Now I'm going to be releasing more POV videos like this, but this one I didn't ask too many questions because I knew within 5 minutes, based on experience, this guy was ready to purchase. He was ready to go to the next level. I understood his situation. I understand where he was trying to go. So I'm already going into, hey, I totally understand your situation. I think you're a good fit for my program. If it's okay, I can tell you a little bit more about what I have to offer. And now watch how I use pauses. Watch how I use watch how I state things and in order, pauses in this kind of manner.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my area of expertise as a Bob Proctor consultant is to help leaders manifest quantum leaps in their income and their team. I do this by reprogramming their paradigm and their self-image, which is what you're lacking right now. So basically what I do is I offer a 6-month program from Bob Proctor. Like I said, I don't work with IM. I'm just a customer. I'm separate. It's my consulting business with Bob. So I offer a 6-month program to help people in network marketing fix their paradigm, fix their self-image, fix their clarity, which are the 3 things that you're lacking right now. You need clarity. You need to fix how you view yourself, which is your confidence in yourself and your paradigm. I don't know if I said that, self-image. So this program helps you do that over 6 months. So typically I work with people in IM Academy. I have a lot of people in IM Academy. I would say like 20, 30 people in IM Academy. I work with 2 chairman 10. I'm helping them get to chairman 25, chairman 50 on their way up. And Bob Proctor teaches them all the spiritual laws, law of attraction, so they can go out network marketing and attract their dream clients, attract being a better trader, attract being more confident, and attract people rather than forcing it and doing hard work, but rather attracting instead of working hard. That's what I do.
Okay. So, how does it cost? Does it cost money or?
Yeah,
Okay, so before we get into that question, how does it cost? That was kind of funny. I did say it quite a bit right there. You know, at this point, like I was just rocking and rolling. I was saying a lot, but almost everything that I said came out of his mouth was ready for him to buy. I stated his problems. I stated the credibility of other people that I'm working with also within his company. I stated why other people had purchased. Now, this is quite a bit of lot. I wouldn't recommend this for a beginner. And like I said, this is not the best example, especially for training purposes. But I want you to see that everything I do say is with the purpose, though. And I said one sentence. Think about this. I said, well, a little bit more. I said about 3 to 5 sentences, and that was all I needed for him to say. All right, well, how much does it cost? You see that he was ready to buy, and I knew this. That's why I sped up the call. I didn't need to sit here for 45 minutes. Within 12 minutes, I'm going in for the close already. And let's see how we address this right now. He asked me, "What's the price?"
Of course. So the normal price of the program is 10K.
Wow.
Okay. So, but because you're coming from IM and you're coming from my call, I'm doing a discount right now. And if you decide to get started with me today, I'll give you an even bigger discount. So let's just say you want to pay all 6 months upfront, and it comes up to 6,500.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then is there like some type of monthly type deal or?
Yeah, you could put 2,500 down.
Okay. Man, it's something I'm interested in, like, but right now I don't feel like with my finances, that I could currently do that exactly. But with these chairman 10s that you mentioned, when did you like start with them? Like what?
Probably like in the last 6 years.
Okay, so we just hit our first objection, all right? So we came in with the price saying it's 10 grand, but if you decide to get started today, it's going to be 6,500. He immediately rebutted and said, "I don't think it's a good financial position." Okay. Another thing that I caught into right here, hopefully you did as well, is he said, "Is there a monthly payment plan?" I typically never mention a payment plan unless they ask me. Okay. Because obviously that's a buying question. They're just looking at their bank statements and looking at their finances to see if they can get started in the program. But I want you to notice this. He said it's not a good financial position for him, but then he starts asking about other people that have purchased the program. Let's see what he asked about other people, but in reflection, it's really how he feels about himself. Let's look at that.
60 days.
Okay. Okay. And then do I gotta like take it? Is it on the table? I gotta take that right now, or I can kind of like.
Do you have access to a credit card or access to the funds somewhere?
Yeah, I could pay it. It's just like I'm saying, can I like think about it, come back to you another day, or like contact you?
Well, there's two things. One, you're gonna miss on the discount. Like I said, that's only for today. Option number, and the second thing is it's all about making a decision. Wanting to think about it is a bad habit that was instilled by your parents and the people around you. You'll notice the higher you go in your company, and any company, they don't think about it. They make a decision. The reason people are presidents of companies are because they make quick decisions. So what they do is they gather 70 to 80% of the information that they need. Based on that, they make a decision. Like when I got started with Bob, I had my price tag was $33,000, and I only had $200 in my bank account. I had to put it all on credit card. I put $5K on a credit card, no idea how I was going to pay it off. $3K a month, no idea I was going to pay it off. So you gave me 10 minutes to make a decision. Like, you either want to do it or you don't want to do it. Don't do it based on your bank account. Once you make a decision, the money will come. And sure enough, the money came. I put it on a credit card.
Okay, a couple things just happened right there. I first of all stated that he has to make a decision today if he wants to take advantage of the incentive-based pricing. Okay, so that's great. But sometimes that's not emotional, and that seems kind of like people are like, oh, whatever, maybe he's just saying that. The second thing that I did was I told him, I educated him about the power of decision making. Now, I was in the mindset program, and I would still use this like today, is people have to make decisions quickly. And I educated him on why it's in his best interest to make a decision today on moving forward. And then not only did I educate him, I told him a personal story that happened to me when was my back against the wall, when I didn't have the money and I had to make a decision to put something on a credit card for my personal education. So not only did I give him a tactical reason to buy today, which is incentive-based pricing, I gave him a theoretical reason to buy today, which is make a decision, but then I gave him an emotional a reason for saying that's how I felt. I know how you felt when you got to put your money down and you may not have it. So I did 3 things right there, and let's see how he responds to that.
Now, last month I made 240K. So It's all about making a decision. So right now you have all the information to make a decision. If you don't, I can answer it for you right now. And I can help you bring clarity. And ultimately, it just comes down to, do you want to do it? Do you want to? Because right now you're not having business problems. I can get on a call with you about 60 days from now. You'll be in a very similar position because you're not having a problem with IM. Hopping on another call is not going to change it. Even hopping on my call, you're going to bring more awareness to what's going on, but you're still not going to fix it. It's being mentored by Bob, where you understand your clarity, understand your confidence, understand. Ooh.
Bless you.
Thank you. And understand changing your paradigm. It's your own belief system that's holding you back. It has nothing to do with the business. So what you're gonna get in this program.
So what I did right there, I know he has the money. He said he has the money. So what I gotta do is I gotta show him how it's in his best interest to get started today. And so I restated the issues that he was having. I restated how this program is gonna help his benefit, and that by making this decision today, it's gonna change his life.
Program is going to change your belief system, which will change every area of your life. This is not a business program. This is a program about you. Your relationships will improve. Your health will improve. How you feel about yourself will improve. And because of all of that, your business will improve.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then with Bob Proctor, like when you were doing it with when you were working with Bob Proctor, like you said you were, you mentioned on your call, you were going from door to door, trying to get clients. Like what business were you doing?
No, I was driving for Lyft and delivering Amazon packages.
Oh, so what exactly were you, like, what was the goal for you? Like what business were you trying to grow, or what were you?
Okay, so you have to go back before that. So for about 3 months before I met Bob, I was driving for Lyft, delivering Amazon packages to make daily cash because I was so far in debt and just had credit cards in collection, no car insurance, and like nothing. And then I was restarting my Amazon store. But prior to that, 6 months before that, I was a consultant teaching people how to launch online programs, how to do sales calls, how to do basically the whole system I have now, how to do this applications, how to build the funnel, how to do all that stuff. So I was teaching people how to do that. Probably earned $15K last year doing that. It wasn't enough. And then I was like, fuck this shit. I don't like doing this anymore. I'm going to go restart my life. So I moved back home and restart my life, started driving for Lyft, making daily cash as I figured out what I was going to do next. 3 months later, I found Bob. First month made 11,000. Second month made 102,000. Last month made 240. And now I'm like at 30K for the month.
Oh, this is fairly recent that you got in touch with Bob?
February.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I can see what you're saying about the decision making and everything. It's just like with me, I don't know, that money.
Didn't you say you're getting a new job? You don't worry about the money. You worry about where you're gonna be 10 years from now.
Yeah. So what does it entail? Like, what are we talking, like every day, or like how does you giving me?
Okay, so I'm already excited at this point. Hopefully you guys caught this. He already purchased in his mind. He's already future pacing. Now it's my goal here as a salesperson to help build his future pace. What are the next steps? All right. So here's what it's going to look like. Here's what your weeks will look like. He's already purchased in his mind. Now he's just getting clarity on what it looks like moving forward. I'm excited at this point. He's already purchased and everything is rocking and rolling, but we're not done yet. We haven't collected payment. Let's keep going. Don't click off the video. Let's keep breaking this down.
Stuff to do, like exactly what goes on.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. So it's self-study and group study. Okay, so let's talk about the group study. So my role as your consultant is to guide you through the program. I'm not really your coach. I'm more of your big brother. Bob Proctor is going to be your coach. So I guide you through the program to help you get better results. I'm sure you've taken online classes where you just sit there bored. I build a community. So you're going to have an accountability partner. I hold classes on Mondays, classes on Thursdays, so you can tap in, get your questions answered. I guide you through the program, guide you through the workbook. If you have any questions in the workbook, have any questions about how to apply it to your business. Like I said, a good 30 of my clients are in IM Academy. So a lot of them ask questions about IM. Well, not about IM, but how to grow network marketing business with the teachings of Bob. So I answer for that Mondays and Thursdays. You have an accountability partner. And then the rest of it's self-study. So you'll log into Bob Proctor's website. Were you on my last call on Monday? It was yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I played a Bob Proctor video. Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. I was on the call.
So that video is from the program. So there's 12 videos in the program that will guide you. So you learned about the paradigm on that lesson. And then
Yeah.
you'll learn about how to change the paradigm. You learn about conscious, subconscious, vibration, frequencies, law of attraction. You'll learn about the faculties of your mind, how to use your intuition to grow your business. Like all these different, it's all about you. It's not about, it's about understanding you and then using what you learned here, you apply it to grow your IM business or whatever business you decide to build at that point. That's what you're going to get out of it. So it's Bob said, if you study this program, you'll never have money problems again. I'll never have money problems again.
Okay.
Now sit in silence. Sit in silence.
All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'm being indecisive right now. But
notice the pause I'm doing right here. I'm letting him sit in the internal pressure.
So you find that, talking to me, that without the program, based on what you've talked to me about today, like I'm just gonna kind of be coasting, doing the same exact thing kind of thing, or like,
well, you probably answer to that. So how long you been in the company?
Just 2 weeks.
Okay, so you're still fairly new, but what's happening is you had these problems before you even joined IM.
Yeah.
This is not IM is just exposing it to you.
Yeah. But basically, like if I put my head to it and do my own, research or whatever, watch free stuff or, spend maybe a little less money, like it's possible to get results, but like with you and everything, it'll be a lot quicker and everything. Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like I struggle.
So really what he just said right there is, DeAndre, can you help me get results? That's the internal battle he's having right now. Can you help me get results? If I pay you and take this program, I need some validation that you're going to be there for me and that you're going to help me get to the next level, that you're going to guide me. Can I trust you? Will you help me? That's essentially what he said.
Over 5 years. Trying to figure it out on my own. I was watching free videos. I took about 10 courses. I was watching a YouTube video. I was watching Bob Proctor's YouTube videos before I met him for about 2 months. Nothing really changed, really. And then I met him, and that's when my income shot up because the program is what got it, because it's step by step. And what he has in the program, he doesn't have on YouTube. There's nowhere else. That's why it's a program. It's the most in-depth, step by step, material. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I wasn't for the program. You wouldn't even be on my call if it wasn't because of the program.
So every salesperson is going to have a different experience, right? You can be like trained on every objection handling. Personally, what I do is I share stories. I'm a storyteller and I like to tell stories of other people. I like to tell stories about myself. I like to tell about how I felt and when I was in the position, when I had to spend money, when I wasn't having success. And like I said, everybody will be different, but I've noticed that approach has really boosted up my sales conversions when I bring in personal. Now every trainer is going to do something different. They'll say, don't get personal, don't tell stories. That's worked for me. That's allowed me to enroll over 400 clients in high ticket sales. But we can go ahead and see how I go ahead and understand what he's feeling, attach how he's feeling to a story that I have, and then bring it back to the program, that how the program that I'm selling, that I'm offering him for $6,500 made me overcome the feeling that he's getting, so that when he gets on the other side of the bridge, he will have the success that I'm achieving at this point, which as you heard in the video, the month before this, I made $214K.
I attracted all those people. I attracted all the clients. I have 88 clients. Like none of that even would have happened without the program. I'd be probably trying to still run my Amazon store or something.
Okay. All right. So exactly how do I get him involved? Like, do I get a link or?
Yeah. Well, we'll get you started right now if you're ready. We'll get you signed up right now. Get your payment. You're gonna be with my assistant Katie. She's gonna do your orientation. She's gonna get you your textbook. So here's the it's called participants, guys. Here's the workbook. You're gonna go with the program. It's highlighting.
So what I could have done definitely better. I'm not perfect. I should have sent him the link directly, had him check out, and then continue. But for some reason, I already knew he purchased, but still, I could definitely tighten up my sales script and just send him the link, have him pay, and then do all this stuff, which is like future pacing. But like I said, we're not perfect, but not every call is perfect. But whatever.
Working on it. Everything you learn in here, you're gonna apply to your business. Okay, so here I am. I'm talking about the knowing doing gap. So you know what you're doing. You're just not. You know what you're supposed to do. You're just not doing it. Okay, so you're gonna start writing this stuff down. So here's the the worksheets that go with yesterday's video call, the lesson. So everything you learn, you're gonna get. My system will get you your work.
By the way, when I'm talking about yesterday's prior call, so I did a Zoom call, kind of like a webinar with about 200-300 people on it, and he came from that webinar. Remember in the sales training video that I did up, I'll put it up here. I talked about 80% of the success comes from the prospect actually having trust with you and credibility before they get on the call. So he saw me do a 1-hour training on the mind prior to this call. So I went from having 300 people on a webinar to now he's on a one-on-one call with me. So now he feels grateful to be on the call with me. He knows I can provide results because I provided results in advance and did training. And now he's on the call and we're tailoring the information specifically to him. That's why it's important to have credibility with your prospect. That's why it's important to have your prospect understand your offer before the call, maybe some type of webinar or VSL. And that's why this call was so much easier. Now, like as you notice, the last 40% of this call has literally just been me overcoming objections. He's a very technical type person. It's really good to understand personality type. He's a technical person that's trying to see how he can justify mentally and emotionally the investment for him to get started in the program today. And I use emotion and stories to get him to take action today because I've been in this situation before. I can relate to him and that he should make a decision today.
Workbook should get you your goal card, which I have right here. You always have your goal card on you. You get all that set up, should get you your login, and then you'll hop it on the next class. And then you'll start watching videos today.
All right, sounds good. So you just like a link or?
Yeah, I'll text it to you right now.
All right, sounds good.
And you're gonna start at the 2,500?
Yeah, I'm gonna start there.
Perfect. All righty, guys. So that was the close right there. Now, like I said, it could definitely be better. I could have tightened up that last part here. Sent him the link. He had to ask twice for the link. We're not perfect. Like I said, at this period, I probably only did maybe 100, 200, 300 calls at the time. No, I must have done more than that. I was doing like 10 a day. Yeah, I probably maybe did 500 calls maybe at that period. But we could always get better. I should have tightened it up, sent the link, and got it done. A lot of storytelling. I definitely could have condensed it a little bit, but we got the sale. Okay. He went ahead and started with the monthly plan. He ended up paying in full, I believe, like within the next month or something like that. So we had a 6,500 sale. He paid in full. He ended up paying half and rocking and rolling. Okay, guys, if you like this kind of content where I break down a sales call and rolling people into a high ticket program, I have two more that I have. So make sure you subscribe below. I'll be putting out more content. And if you have a high ticket coaching program or you're an online coach, you want to scale your business to 100 grand a month, go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram. You can see the link in the bio. It'll take you directly to my Instagram, and we can see how we can build out a high ticket program for yourself, scale it to 100 grand a month using social systems like Instagram and YouTube, and getting you to the next level. See you guys next time. Take care.